Family Guy is a funny animated movie, but perhaps today's episode will send chills down our spines. The scene unfolds in the office of a brewery. While Peter expresses confusion about having to work on Monday, he immediately receives shocking news. The company will be laying off white employees.
What do you need, glasses?
No,
He's
I
white
don't
by a
need
mile.
glasses.
He
You're
tucks
the
his
one who needs
t-shirts into his
glasses.
pants, and they're chest into one another.
I miss having a guy yell
And
in
while
my
we're talking
mouth.
about stuff, I've never cleaned my ice tray.
Oh, you have to do
Why
that.
do I have to?
You're
It's just
poisoning
water
your
and water.
family.
So what's the big emergency? Why did everyone have to come in on a Monday?
I'm afraid we have troubling news. Due to budget cuts, we'll be laying off one employee.
The internet pretty much only lets us fire white males, so if you're not a white male, you're safe.
So is Derek Jeter safe?
Safe.
What?
He's half black.
Oh, cool off, Griffin. It is no big deal. It's just that someone's getting fired in front of everybody tomorrow.
Well, that sounds fine. I guess I'll just see it. What?
Old joke, you're out.
Old joke. I put my own twist.
Merry Christmas. Here's a warmed-over turd from 10 years ago.
The day of the final layoffs arrives. Peter panics. His mind is in a turmoil. He starts to sway. His vision blurs. And then he collapses onto the floor.
Bachelor Nick? Why are you here?
They make me come to all these things.
Cool. How's Vanessa?
We broke up.
You know how stupid you sound?
B, will you accept this stunt?
Peter, take a step forward.
I'm sorry. I keep messing up. You're seeing me at my worst. I'm very nervous. My life is flashing before my eyes. And for some reason, it's all just the sort of gay moments.
I guess that Peter was overly anxious, as evidenced by the way he worked on his personal tasks, with his feet propped up on his desk. He believed that he was the one who would be unfortunate.
God, that bird is an idiot. What a pud. And by dumper, I mean fecal thoroughfare. Should I...
Yeah, answer it. Could be important for the company.
Goodbye? Shoot. Opposite of that, yeah?
Let's roll to the break room, Peter. We're ready to announce who's getting fired.
Well, sure, if Sheila and a wastemaker are going to be there.
Please stop talking about my wife's anal processes.
Okay, I can do this. No need to be nervous. Just show them that I'm good at my job. That's it. Easy peasy.
Hey there, PG. Been a minute.
Hey, Ernie. I mean, Cookie March. Bert, sorry.
Oh, it's okay, Peter. Just do what you would normally do. Pretend I'm not here.
Oh, pretend you're not here? All right.
When he wakes up, he finds himself lying in a hospital bed, surrounded by people who are worried about him. Peter is diagnosed with a heart attack.
Oh, Peter, I'm so happy you're okay.
Whoa, you're alive?
What happened? Did I have a heart attack?
No, you had a panic attack. Or in medical terms, a heart attack for wussies.
I choose not to answer.
Peter, you need to get your stress under control. I'm texting you a link to a collection of songs called Yacht Rock.
Well, what is that? Is that like da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da?
No, it's more like la da 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 da.
Oh, good. It's la da 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 da. Because I don't like that. Da 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 ba 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 ba.
To help him relieve stress, the doctor suggests he join a cruise called Summer Breeze.
Looks like mine won't be the only tail I'll be chasing this week. Hey, what the?
All dogs have to be crated below deck.
Stewie, help!
I gotta say, Peter, I had reservations about this cruise, but you do seem more relaxed.
Hey, good thing I had reservations on this cruise, huh?
I don't mind dad jokes. Everyone's included. I knew this was a possibility, so I put a 1982 Mattel electronic baseball game in your bag.
Okay, that's something.
The battery might be a little old, though.
Upon being discharged from the hospital, Peter felt better and immediately invited a few friends to go for some beers.
So, Peter, you feeling better?
Yeah, I guess. The doctor just said I'm too stressed out.
Did the doctor give you anything to help, mellow you out?
Los Drogas.
No, he just gave me this link for something called Yacht Rock. This one's called Summer Breeze. And it makes me feel fine.
This music, I feel like I'm dirty dancing with a sunset.
Guys, there's a Yacht Rock cruise that leaves from the Quahog Marina tomorrow, and I'm not even kidding.
You know what, guys? We haven't gone anywhere in a long time. So let's do it. Cleveland, buy those tickets, because the guys are going on a Yacht Rock cruise.
Yeah!
Awesome!
Peter? Is that you?
Do I know you?
It's me, Lyle, from the other side of the aquarium.
I don't know you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Naturally, Glenn, Joe, and Cleveland accepted Peter's invitation. They escaped from their wives and met the Griffin family on the cruise ship.
Oh, this sucks now.
Our whole trip's ruined thanks to you, Peter.
Thank God Bonnie's got Father Monahan for spiritual counsel.
Well, it's not my fault you guys are too stupid to understand what the plan was.
Are my toes tapping? I feel like my toes are tapping.
Now, there's a seagull pecking at your foot.
Please don't tell Donna. She'll
She
kill
hasn't
me
been on
if
a
she knew
vacation
wives
in
were
7
allowed.
years.
Please,
Please,
Lois,
Lois.
please.
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. I'm sending a selfie to Bonnie and Donna. Cruise, bitches!
Don't hit send.
Please don't hit
don't
send.
hit send.
And send.
You son of a bitch.
I told you.
What did he do now?
He don't listen to you. He don't listen to you.
What is it, Bonnie?
Nothing, Father Monahan.
Meg felt bored during this trip. There was nothing interesting for her here. Suddenly, she encountered a handsome guy.
DeVoe, shoot! Ha! Gotcha!
What do you mean?
I win. Belle Bivs DeVoe.
Everybody on this cruise is boring.
I can show you where there's a whole pile of those.
Cigarette butts?
Yeah, the wind blows them all to this one spot. It's my job to clean it up. That's how I know about it.
You must know a lot about crap.
You're not from here, are you?
From the cruise? No, I'm from a town.
You want to mess around on some damp towels next to where the seagulls crap?
It wasn't seagulls. I got locked out of my room earlier.
Oh. Why is your poop white?
I don't know. I've been dealing with fecal albinism my whole life.
Chris was sharing a room with Stewie. The toothless little boy even knew how to shave his legs. Meanwhile, Chris enjoyed his vacation by getting incredibly drunk.
This is so exciting. What do you want to do tonight?
What if we just go see a movie?
We can see a movie at home. We need to go out, shake things up. We're here to experience new things, be other people.
Mm-hmm.
How much wine have you had tonight? Maybe we could hang out with that nice couple we met the other day.
The Fettermans? Why do you always want to hang out with other people when we're on vacation?
It's just nice to meet new people.
Right, because I'm so interested in the medical supply business.
Why do you always do that?
Do what?
Diminish people. Oh, that's why.
Well, I feel like this has become a referendum on me. You just want to hang out with Doug Fetterman.
What? That's the wine talking.
What does Doug Fetterman have that I don't?
A job.
Ugh! I'm going to watch the magic show in the Cognac Club.
Why? Because there's a 2-drink minimum?
Oh, you shut up!
To save money, Joe and Cleveland also decided to share a room. However, it seemed the bed was too small for the two of them.
Hey, Cleveland, this is us. You guys gotta stop by later. Snuck on a little of this action.
What? You guys are sharing a room? You're adults.
I'm not paying full price for a room.
Have some self-respect. You're 40.
It's not like we're gonna be in there much. Too busy scoping trim.
Right behind you, roomie. After we wake, we gonna fire up that Keurig.
Oh, yeah, that's why I brought along a couple of these babies.
Wait, there's only one bed.
Hey, no. We're going head to toe. Say hello to your pillow.
Hi there. Do you know if singer and songwriter Bob Welch is on board yet?
He's not, because he died in 2012.
Can you give me a moment?
Joe and Cleveland are introverted and gluttonous guys. They stuffed food into their shirts, including liquor, and took it to their private room. However, this was discovered by Peter.
Hey, what are you guys up to?
We're making a food spread in room 103. Come on by.
Grab some cocktail sauce on your way. Oh, wait. Never mind. Ah, damn it. We're watching Michael Clayton on DVD later. Be there.
By the way, I heard about Bob Welch. I'm sorry. Don't know what else to say.
Send in good vibes.
Yeah. Can you give me a moment?
Meg and the blonde boy developed feelings for each other after their first meeting. Under the moonlight, he decided to confess his love. This was perhaps the best moment for Meg. But just moments later, tragedy struck.
Wow, I've never seen someone eat so many powdered donuts in half an hour before.
Yeah, I was really hungry and I didn't like what they had at dinner.
I think we may have solved your fecal albinism. I love you, Meg.
Oh my god. No one's ever told me that before. This is the best night of my life.
A tsunami overturned and submerged the boat in a sea of water. The disaster struck, causing chaos among the people and everything inside the boat.
Ah! What are we gonna do?
I don't know. And look, Oates is hanging on to Hall for dear life.
What else is new? He's been doing that for 40 years.
Ha ha! Yeah, make fun of more people more successful than you. He's a millionaire. You're nothing.
This was perhaps the moment that gave me goosebumps. The seawater began to pour into the boat through the holes. Everyone needed to escape before the water rose high and drowned them.
This is Chad. He's my boyfriend. We love each other. We said it and everything. A little help?
Yeah.
Preach.
Oh, thank God we're all okay.
Looks like Oates wasn't so lucky.
Guys, it's me, Kenny Loggins. First of all, I'm all right. Don't nobody worry about me.
Gopher!
This boat is flipped over. We need to get up to the hull. There's a spot in the propeller room where the hull's only an inch thick. Maybe we can try to cut our way.
Just when they thought they were saved, another difficulty was about to crash down behind the door.
I can't open it! There's too much water pushing from the other side!
So we're stuck?
Yeah, unless we can somehow tip the boat!
Maybe we can.
What are you talking about, Michael McDonald?
The timbre in my voice allows me to communicate with whales.
Would they be able to survive? I don't know, but one thing is certain. Peter's heart condition will worsen after this journey. Stay tuned for the upcoming episodes.
Oh, we found him! You guys left me down there to drown.
Technically, we left you up there to drown. The boat flipped.
You know what you did. I think the only way to teach you a lesson is to dog shake and get you all wet. No, Brian, don't! I'm doing it! All right, we're even.
Well, we found the thinnest part of the hull, but it's still an inch thick.
Yeah, of steel. How are we supposed to get through that?
Regardless of the world, Peter's feelings for Lois would likely remain unchanged, and vice versa. Overcoming countless difficulties, they vow to live and die together.
Children having sex. Double suicide. Very irresponsible.
Lois and Peter are preparing for a very special celebration. They go together to a lingerie store.
Oh, fun. Look, Peter, Smash Mouth is playing here next weekend.
Well, you caught us. Lois and I are stocking up for a very special anniversary evening. We'll begin with the tale of Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. We thought it would be fun to recount the 3 greatest love stories ever told, which is the poetic way of saying Helen of Troy was thick, though, which is the black Twitter way of saying she was very attractive.
In the Greek myth, Brian plays the role of a king, Lois is the beautiful queen, and Glenn, Joe, and Cleveland are Peter's soldiers.
The people of Troy's chocolate has gotten into our peanut butter. We could perhaps try the combined taste, or we could fight to the death!
Guys, stop! The Battle of the Grease's Peanut Butter Cup has gone on too long.
What a pleasantly de-escalating phrase.
To Greece!
Man, I'm happy the war is over. I can't wait to get back to Troy.
Now, if you'll excuse me, Helen's in my cabin, and I thought I'd give heterosexual sex a try.
Helen? What the Hades?
Queen Helen runs away with Paris, which makes the king extremely furious. He immediately sends his 3 strongest warriors, Stewie and Chris, to chase after them.
Coming up, Greek food voted burpiest in the world. But first, in tragedy news. I'll send my entire army after them, led by my best warriors. Achilles, get in here! Helen has run off with Paris. We're going to get her back and burn Troy to the ground.
That sounds good. I just need to cancel my lesson with Socrates first. You know this is your fault, right? Yeah, he'll make you question a lot about yourself.
They work together to devise an attack strategy, which enables the army to cross the sea.
So we'll sail directly east and then head north at a 90-degree angle. It's the fastest possible way I can imagine getting there.
Hang on, let me see that. Pythagoras just invented this thing called a hypotenuse.
With very hairy arms and a tragically mismanaged economy.
Eventually, their army arrives at the city gates. They have prepared cannons, flying horses, and weapons. However, there is no one inside the city.
Okay, I had a feeling this fortress would be impenetrable.
Well, that sounds great, but there's another door right here that's just beads.
What?
Yeah, just beads. See?
This needs to be done yesterday. Hello, can I help you?
What? Where the hell is everyone?
Well, they left a note. It says, Helen and Paris went back to the Greek Isles to get married.
They came!
Awesome! And now that we're owned by Disney, we can have Hercules here.
Returning to reality, Peter's credit card was not accepted at the store. Therefore, they will hold the party at a hotel and start recounting the story of Romeo and Juliet.
Welcome back. My credit card got declined at the sex store. We ran off with only the stuff we could keister. Our next love story is Romeo and Juliet.
Well, I'd say Verona's better than fair.
Boy, this is nice. Will there ever be a more popular Italian city than Verona?
We got inch-wide masks over just our eyes, with the rest of our faces plainly visible. We're fine.
You wanted to see me, Daddy?
Juliet, honey, we need to talk. You're a grown woman now, and it's time for you to get married.
My family makes the best canned sugar pastas in all the land.
Are you out of breath from saying one sentence?
Just give me a second. I'm in the midst of a full-on lockdown sodium headache.
At the party, Romeo and Juliet accidentally meet, and they fall in love at first sight.
Ah, cool! Shakespeare.
I'll come over there.
Hey, there's something I want you to see. Some greaseball at the bar just drew a guy in a circle.
Romeo, we gotta get out of here.
Oh, man, I remember inviting you guys.
I meant I'm Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago.
Hello.
Yes, I'm looking for Abe Froman, the Sausage King of Chicago. Heavy-set fellow, glasses.
In this story, Stewie is Romeo's rival. They fight each other to win over the beautiful girl.
There he is. There's the dumbass I've been looking for.
Well, we all know how this goes. I'm doing it!
That night, Romeo sneaks into the house. He climbs over the balcony to Juliet's room. They dream of having a grand wedding, a marriage, beautiful like in a painting.
Romeo?
Juliet! I know I ain't supposed to be here.
Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo?
You know what? I'll come up there.
My father sees us. And wherefore means why, by the way, not where.
But when I look at you, I feel something special.
I love you, Romeo.
Oh, I love you too, Juliet.
100 people surveyed, top 5 answers on the board. Name something you might say to a damn spot.
Hello.
What?
I know this audience.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Wanting to escape far away with Romeo, Juliet drinks a fake poison to feign death. Romeo is heartbroken when he sees the one he loves lying in the coffin.
Oh, Friar Lawrence, are you absolutely sure faking my death with this poison is the best plan?
Well, there's also Herbalife, which is an amazing product.
I'm afraid she's dead. You can tell by her shallow breathing and weak but clear heartbeat. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can do. Can you make a paper airplane?
I can.
Then don't be so hard on yourself.
Then that of Juliet and her Romeo.
Oh, no! My girlfriend's dead! I might as well just be dead! Children having sex. Double suicide. Very irresponsible.
Romeo? Romeo? Well, a boy I knew for 3 days is dead. Ah!
After telling the story, Peter accidentally farts on the candle, causing the entire building to burst into flames that night. Rushing out of the fire, he is completely naked.
Man, is this a great black toilet loft party or what?
Oh, yeah. Hey, which line of cocaine is for the bathroom?
I think it's that one.
Thanks, I'll be right back. Dan Gallagher, confident to meet you.
I'm not gonna be ignored by you, Dan.
No, that's later. Would you like to dance in silence because they always add the music in post?
Sure.
I accidentally farted on a candle at our Eyes Wide Shut party, and this happened. Now please enjoy Fatal Attraction.
In the final story, Peter has a happy family, with a spoiled son and a pet rabbit. However, he ends up having an affair with a female colleague right in the elevator.
Now, let's have hot sex in silence, and they'll add the sensuous music in post.
Wonder what music they're gonna add.
I'm done. Yeah, it's hard not to root for a rich white lawyer in the Connecticut suburbs.
Dad, the not cell phone's ringing.
Let's let the new answering machine get it.
Now I'm giving you a minute to pick up the phone hastily.
I got it. Hello? Judge Forrest, how did you get this number when they deliver a book that has all the numbers?
Dan, look over to the split screen and see how crazy I look.
Even more shocking, right in front of their little child, Peter admits to his infidelity. The other girl is also pregnant with his child.
All right, listen, Beth. I got something to tell you in front of our kid. I had an affair.
You what?
I know, it was awesome at the time, and frankly, I was real close to getting away with it, but now that there are actual consequences, I gotta tell you the truth.
Dan, how could you? How is that possible?
Well, when a man and a woman like each other just a little, and they get in an elevator...
Oh, God, how could I be so blind?
I will say, at least she had a pot of something on the stove when I came home.
Caught up in work, Peter gradually neglects his family. Lois has to handle everything in the house by herself.
Hello, Dan.
How did you get in here?
I slipped the security guard 5 cocaines.
I told you it's over!
And I told you we need to talk. I'm pregnant. The baby will not be ignored by you, Dan.
They won't outlaw abortion until 2019. Alex, the elevator chick, is pregnant. I don't want to lose my family. What can I do?
Well, time to wash dishes. What in the world?
A curly-haired girl suddenly appears from behind, brandishing a knife. She wants to kill the rabbit and Peter's wife.
Well, now to defog this mirror and see only myself. Now to fully close the mirror and have no changes. I'm sorry, Beth. I have a fatal attraction to your husband. I'm gonna do to you what I did to your bunny and your neighbor's cat because I went to the wrong house the first time.
Huh. Wonder if the weather called for living room rain. That can only mean one thing. Oh, my God. It's happening. It's happening.
Dan, help!
Right. To die because the choices I made are your fault.
It's just been revoked.
At the end of the episode, Chris, now grown up, prepares a cake to celebrate his parents' anniversary.
Hi, I'm Chris Griffin. I didn't have a lot to do tonight, but they did say they'd give me 1 minute at the end of the show to share my favorite love story. Here we go. Ew, the piping hot gravy! Oh, and one of the peas went inside. Oh, happy anniversary, Mom and Dad, from your teenage son! Getting busy with a 400-degree pot pie!
Faced with a group of mischievous students, not every teacher has enough composure. Moments of anger can lead to many unfortunate situations that you may pay a high price for, including the possibility of going to jail.
Lois Griffin, I'm sorry, but you're under arrest. I'm gonna have to take you down to the station.
On what charge?
We've got you on grocery store video threatening Connie D'Amico. You're under arrest for her murder.
What? My mom was arrested for Connie's murder. No quiz!
There's just too much evidence against her. I gotta take her in.
This is ridiculous. There's no way Lois killed Connie. What am I supposed to do? Whatever I want, whenever I want?
Sorry, Peter. It's gonna be quite an adjustment.
Well, who's gonna slap a tarantula of shampoo hair on the wall of the shower?
Meg, maybe?
Me in a shapeless sweatshirt when I come home.
Hey, I don't make the rule.
What am I supposed to do? Masturbate comfortably in bed?
The law's the law.
And I guess I'm gonna have to be on time to every party and stay real late?
2 or 3 more jokes, Peter.
So long, see in my dining room.
You got a stronger one to end on?
So long, bitchy 2 a.m. blanket pulls.
Ah, there we go.
Peter.
The Griffin family is watching a Lego cartoon together. However, the sound of a flute coming from Chris's room is making it hard for them to concentrate.
I'm not sure we should be letting Stewie watch this.
It's Lego. It's fine.
Yeah, you're right.
Time to disappear from this life?
No, Peter, it's just Chris practicing his new recorder.
I said no hobbies.
Don't worry about it, Stewie. It's all make-believe. Brian, that Lego movie kind of scared me.
Chris, stop! That sounds terrible.
Well, our music teacher quit and was replaced by a back east bird.
Well, I'm gonna have to talk to Principal Shepard about this.
Great. Every kid loves seeing their mom inside their high school.
But I'm sorry, but music is an important part of your education.
Like Skilo messed up his wishes.
The next day, Lois went to the school to meet with the principal. Shepard, being lecherous, thought she was there for sexual relations, so he prepared candles and flowers.
You wanted to see me, Mrs. Griffin?
Yes, to discuss the music program.
Right, of course.
I'd love to come work for you.
What's this forgettable misunderstanding all about?
My son is being taught by a bird.
A lot of open windows in this school.
No, Mr. Mason.
Well, that changes everything.
I'm not gonna have sex with you.
I just farted.
Lois officially announced the good news to the family. She would be the new music teacher at Chris's high school.
So, everyone, I have an announcement to make. I'm gonna be the new music teacher at Adam West High.
What?
Please say you're joking.
I'm not joking. I start Monday.
That's a marriage timeout.
I think Dad did this wrong. Dad's a loser.
We supposed to be the frozen ones?
Yeah, he sucks.
Stop it.
Why, he can't hear us.
But it was just okay. I don't think it was the usual guy making it.
Quickly, Monday arrived, and today would be Lois's first teaching day. It seemed she was in for quite a bit of trouble with the mischievous students.
I'm your new music teacher, Mrs. Griffin.
Oh my god, you're so lame.
I know you are, but what am I?
Lame.
Okay, we'll call that one a tie. What is music to you?
Nothing.
But weren't you Lois Pewterschmidt back then?
Okay, Deaf Larry, we know music is nothing to you and never will.
You were never me.
Look down at your desk.
Stupid.
Lois?
LG.
Meg, go to the principal's office.
My desk also has LG on it.
Mine too. They all do.
Okay. I didn't know where the troublemaker was gonna sit.
Mr. Mason may have been a bird, but at least he wasn't a liar.
Well, you better get used to me, because Mr. Mason's...
I hope this doesn't affect our plan to have eggs.
You wanted this to happen!
During dinner, Lois vented her frustrations about Meg's class. She absolutely hated a girl named Connie and felt the need to show her the consequences of defiance.
So, Lois, how was your first big day teaching?
But I did have a little trouble in Meg's class because of that brat Connie D'Amico.
She's a classic entitled mean girl slut. Connie D'Amico? She stopped by to see you yesterday.
What'd she say?
She said you're gullible.
And?
Yeah, hang it up.
You gave it a day.
Lois, I'll take my dessert upstairs in the masturbation bathroom.
Nonsense, but I just kind of froze today with Connie.
If Connie gets out of line again, don't be afraid to show her who's boss. So, not a huge deal, but if you guys could keep your chittering down, I'm trying to get some writing done in the house.
Also, maybe you could go your own face, huh?
Stewie, what are you doing here? I followed you into your cutaway because I didn't believe you showed anyone who's boss. Did you get a sleeve tattoo of Freddie Mercury? Yeah, it's a cutaway.
Back in the piano class, Lois skillfully infused life into the music. However, instead of following along, the foolish students threw apples at her face.
This morning, I woke up and saw it was a sunny day. The kitty cat ran across my piano. Then I drove to work. For gay rights. Diarrhea in the girls' locker room.
You suck!
That's it, Connie. To the principal's office. Now. And then I will suddenly talk much louder and faster as you're heading out the door, okay? And remember, there's a quiz a week from Wednesday!
Although Connie was expelled by the principal, Lois still felt sorry for her. To Lois, Connie should have been taught better.
Mrs. Griffin to be here since it was her class you disrupted.
What?
And I'm sorry to say this is your third strike this year.
Principal Shepard, I'm not sure that's necessary.
Now, if you ladies don't mind stepping out, I have to reprimand Danny McBride next. Mr. McBride, do you know why you're here?
But maybe this'll make her realize she needs to be more respectful to others.
And also the word jet ski a lot?
Probably not. She's really hot.
Yeah, you know why you're here.
Invite for a Facebook group you started called Keep Harriet Tubman Off the $20 Bill.
What? I haven't even been on Facebook today.
Your profile pic is now just the word veterans with a circle and a line through it.
I mean, that's the way I feel about ghosts, but veterans?
Vili Fu'ala'u is now a DJ in Seattle.
Hey, little boy, can I help you?
I wish to buy business and turn into car wash.
Connie continued to harass Lois, even after being expelled. Her pranks were very annoying for Lois.
We had no idea you'd switch teams, Lois.
No, it's just a nasty prank.
What's so nasty about it?
Nothing. I'm fine with it.
What are you doing Friday night?
I
can make axes now.
Oh.
You in the market for an axe?
I'll keep this on the DL Hughley, but your next date should be with Christ.
Moreover, Connie bullied Lois online, buying up all the items that Lois typically used.
I'm not seeing any Viva brand paper towels. That's the only brand I use.
That sounds good. I'm gonna go see what new stuff they're turning into milk.
Excuse me, miss, could I have one of those Viva brand paper towel rolls?
I need them all for the big mess you...
Nice shopping outfit.
I need it to pat down bacon and let Meg suck the wad.
Too bad, bitch.
You're a very disrespectful young lady.
I'll have a paper towel with the power to take on any spell.
You better watch your step.
Oh, you can just text me yours.
I'm not texting you. I don't know you.
Since starting her music teaching, Lois gradually lost focus on household chores. She even often snapped at her husband.
Lois, are you using the Elmo toothbrush?
Sorry, Peter. I've just been so distracted with this whole Connie.
So Connie made you mistake a monster's face for the words Oral-B.
Yeah, I thought of that, but I hate competing with the sound of ringing phones and typewriter keys.
Well, if she's really ruining your life, go down to the station and talk to Joe.
Peter, I'm serious. This is a real problem.
What?
She hacked all my internet accounts. I think she hacked my Twitter.
Well, without any hard evidence, Lois, I'm afraid there's nothing we can do.
Fine. I knew this would be a waste of time.
Okay, fellas, she's gone.
I'd like to report somebody using the wrong toothbrush.
Have a seat, sir. Tell me everything.
You know Elmo, right?
Lois was completely exhausted. She widened her eyes while watching the news tonight. Connie had died in a car accident, seemingly having been harmed by someone.
Peter, I'm exhausted. I can't even think of making dinner.
Local white girl Connie D'Amico died at the scene of an automobile accident earlier tonight.
Well, I didn't hear what you just said, but what's the dinner situation?
Oh, my God, how horrible.
Can you imagine being the shovel that gets to scrape that ass off the road?
Lois Griffin, I'm sorry, but you're under arrest. I'm gonna have to take you down to the station.
On what charge?
We've got you on grocery store video threatening Connie D'Amico.
What?
My mom was arrested for Connie's murder.
Shortly after, the police arrested her and took her to the station. There was too much evidence against Lois, making Peter's pleas for help useless.
There's just too much evidence against her. I gotta take her in.
This is ridiculous. There's no way Lois killed Connie.
What am I supposed to do? Whatever I want, whenever I want?
Sorry, Peter. It's gonna be quite an adjustment.
Well, who's gonna slap a tarantula of shampoo hair on the wall of the showers?
Hey, I don't make the rule.
What am I supposed to do? Masturbate comfortably in bed?
The law's the law.
And so long, Handmaid's Tale, I guess.
2 or 3 more jokes, Peter.
So long, bitchy 2 a.m. blanket pulls.
Ah, there we go.
Peter.
Whatever I want, whenever I want?
Yeah, I was right here when you were doing that.
I didn't hear you laugh.
I'm more of a smile guy.
Unable to believe that his wife was a murderer, Peter and Brian did everything they could to prove her innocence.
We have got to prove Lois is innocent.
Is poor sound quality and tons of commercials.
Okay.
Is to do a podcast before you have all the facts.
All right, we've got Lois calling in from prison. She's only got 3 minutes.
Do you get a good night's sleep? Perfect underwear for hanging yourself in your jail cell.
Peter, I don't have time for this.
I have no opinion on the Moroccan beef.
Brian here likes the Moroccan beef. Brian, this is not art. This is commerce.
Peter, before I go, I need a new lawyer.
How many podcast listeners are in a position to hire someone? And if you find the yo-yo she took from me?
This is a dead end. All I see here is your Nerf gun from last summer.
Oh, no way. She said I lost that. Hey! Suck on that, Lois, your eye.
That's why I took it.
It was so far from your eye.
They went to places Connie might have visited to look for clues. But after all that, they couldn't find anything relevant.
Connie never went to the Drunken Clam.
Everybody knows the way you solve a murder is to ask a barkeep if he knows anything. Hey, Jerome, do you know anything about Connie's death?
Nah, man. I've just been working here.
All right, Brian, let's get out of here.
One of the waitresses says you put her tip down her pants.
How long were you planning to sit on that little nugget?
You just did it.
If you remember anything else...
How are we going to solve this case, Peter?
Right? So we're basically Scooby-Doo.
So what are you saying?
Faces until we find a real killer. Which can only mean... Guess again. Unless... The newspaper is embarrassing me.
Returning home, they were very surprised by Lois's appearance. Everything became clear. Lois had been exonerated and was now free.
We tried. I'm afraid your mother's a murderer.
No, Peter, I'm right here.
Turns out Lois didn't kill anyone. Connie D'Amico faked her own death.
Careful, kids. She killed before, she'll kill again.
Gasp!
I'm sorry her coroner has been pretty sloppy lately. She's been dealing with some substance abuse.
She? Interesting.
Anyway, Lois has been cleared of all charges.
And what of the pig?
That was a very tough house call.
Yes?
Excuse me, folks. Do you have a daughter named Peppa?
Yes.
You're gonna want to sit down.
Peter was very happy that Lois was out of jail, although she looked a bit terrifying. Tonight promised to be a hot night for this couple.
Well, Lois, I gotta say, it's great to have you home from prison.
I don't know. Do you like it?
I did, but I don't want to do that specific thing again.
It's great to be home.
Are you gonna stay that jacked forever?
Just gotta make sure the kids don't come in. Now no one can get in and no one can get out.
Yes, ma'am.
In marriage, arguments are inevitable. However, one thing that is absolutely to be avoided is never to criticize your wife's appearance if you don't want to receive a punch in the mouth.
You look like Anne Hathaway in Les Miserables.
Don't you ever compare me to Anne Hathaway. Ever!
You're right. I'm sorry.
Staring at his phone, Peter ignored all of Lois's words. To him, the only woman with beautiful short hair was Hallie, not his wife.
Oh my God, Peter, look at this. She actually wore this to an awards ceremony.
Huh? Oh, yeah, crazy.
Unreal. Peter, look. Look. Peter, look. Peter. Flats. Flats!
Hmm.
I'll get my hair cut short, too.
No way. I forbid it.
Despite Peter's objections, Lois still got a short haircut. He immediately received a slap in the face for accidentally insulting his wife's looks.
Peter, it's me. I got my hair cut. Isn't it fun?
What? Oh, Lois, it's not fun. You look like Anne Hathaway in Les Miserables.
Don't you ever compare me to Anne Hathaway. Ever!
You're right. I'm sorry.
Brian was expelled from Goldman's pharmacy. An act he committed in anger inadvertently turned him into a hero in Quahog.
Look at this, Brian. Genderless baby announcement. It's a they. Good for they.
You need to get out of here, Brian. The urine-soaked hairs on the end of your penis are very off-putting to the other customer. Go on, Scoot, get out of here. Yes, I need a price check on extra small condoms.
Discrimination is a scourge, Stewie. It just makes me so angry. Well, then do something about it. You know what? I will.
You're a hero.
A hero? I guess I am a hero.
Oh, nice. Wonderful.
Doggy. Party, a Jewish party, with lots of old food, in a poorly lit room. Oi!
Right after that, the media came flocking to Brian. He was celebrated and frequently appeared on TV shows.
We're here with local hero Brian Griffin, who recently foiled a robbery at Goldman's Pharmacy. Welcome, Brian. So, what does it feel like to be a hero? Well, let me say that even though I am a hero, you don't have to call me one. I'm very comfortable with first responder, or if you like, veteran. Coming up, I get all anxious and weird when the new good-looking intern brings me my coffee. But there are perks. This morning I was honored by a local business.
Thank you, Brian. And to show our appreciation, you get the first meal at Quahog's newest Sizzler location.
Since the interview, Brian's phone seemed about to explode from all the voicemails he was receiving. Even Obama sent him a congratulatory letter.
And my phone's been blowing up since that interview. You should hear some of my voicemails.
Hello, Brian. This is Barack Obama, not the hobo who lives at the wharf. You did a good job, and...
Hey, Brian. It's Shredder. Remember me? I know it's been a while, but I saw you on TV, and I was just hoping we could get together. I'd love to catch up, so, call me back.
Oh my God, Shredder? He sounds like a ski instructor with a full beard who plays average guitar and never texts me back. I'm actually surprised he's still alive. He just drank all the time and tried to get laid. Hard to be friends with someone like that.
You're angling your phone so I can't see it.
Dwayne Johnson. Only his friends know that's his real name.
Still can't see it.
I'll call him back later.
Upon receiving the letter, Brian quickly went to the meeting place, where he met his wealthy friend Shredder.
Brian! Ha! So good to see ya!
What? Shredder? Is it really you?
It's really me.
Shredder, I think you pinned Tom Cruise under your helicopter.
I can't stop doing stunts. My whole life is a stunt.
Yeah, we know.
Hey, you want to take a personality test?
Good to see you, Tiny Tom Cruise.
Thank you.
He likes to have the last word.
Be well.
See?
Bye.
As a tech entrepreneur, Shredder invited them onto his private jet and flew them to his mansion. Stewie and Brian were overwhelmed by his immense wealth.
Okay, George.
George Townsend.
You want me to say both?
I do. You know how Beyonce does the one-name thing? I do a two-name thing. It's one more than Beyonce.
Wow. How'd you get all this?
I worked my ass off.
I hear they're working on Chicago Seinfeld.
So, Brian, do you want to know how I did all this?
I really do.
I got neutered.
But why?
Sometimes you have to literally cut out the things that hold you back.
I love that book, Charles Dickens, by David Copperfield. Writing was his real magic. Man, with no distractions, I could just spend all day in here reading.
Peter lamented to his friends about Lois's hair. From here, a plan for revenge against his wife began to take shape.
Okay, this is hilarious. So I'm sitting in my office at work when the fire alarm goes off. What was I saying?
Fire alarm.
Right. Okay, this is so funny. So the fire alarm goes off. Hey, friend? Not right now. Where was I?
Fire alarm at work?
Oh, right. You know what? Just forget it. The punchline is it was 9/11. I just don't understand. 1 minute I got a hot ginger wife, and the next I'm married to Ron Weasley.
Well, since Lois did something to her appearance that you don't like, you should do something to your appearance that she doesn't like.
Donna wears a wig, so I've never even seen her real hair. But I would imagine it looks like an old faded sweater that needs to be de-pilled.
I haven't touched Bonnie's hair in years. It's way high up there.
I love it. I'm gonna make myself harder to ignore than an amateur photographer.
Peter's change startled Lois. He was looking to wage war against her. Their conflict grew increasingly intense.
Good evening, Lois.
Oh my God, Peter, what the hell are you wearing?
Jeans. just jeans.
Okay, I see what you're doing.
Good.
No, I love my haircut.
As a matter of fact, I'm gonna add this free Fandango golf visor I got when I snuck in to see I Feel Pretty.
Fine. You want a war, Peter? Let's go to war.
Let's do it.
Tallahassee Family Court calls Peter Griffin.
Here, Your Honor.
Ho-ho! Look who's all dressed up.
Lois was not to be outdone. She even went to Peter's office to do business. This left Peter swallowing his frustration due to being shunned by his colleagues.
Lois, what are you doing here?
Since you were having that jeans fun, I thought it might be fun to come by and sell some of my homemade jewelry to your coworkers during lunch.
What? Lois, you can't do that. Once a guy's wife sells something in the break room, no one ever looks at him the same.
Well, Peter, all you have to do is say you like my haircut and I'll leave.
Never.
Suit yourself. Everyone, I'm Peter Griffin's wife. I took a jewelry making class last month with a group of preschool moms.
Hey, you want a half of my sandwich?
Oh, yeah, very cool, Bentley. Who made this?
My wife.
Shredder was quite busy with a mountain of work, yet he still made a special effort to host Brian.
Tesla, Apple, SpaceX, Kendrick Lamar, drone technology, Hemingway.
Wow, that was the coolest phone call I've ever heard.
Brian, walk with me. You know, I wish I could spend more time with you today, but I'm late for a video conference with...
I was thinking about what you said the other day, and George Townsend, I want to get neutered.
I'm proud of you, buddy.
Yes.
Hi! You can't use a sword!
Returning home, Brian felt envious of what Shredder had. Was he being too hard on himself?
Scoot over, Stewie. George Townsend was wrong, and I'm going to prove it. I don't need to get neutered to be productive.
Please don't.
Here we go. Blank page. World of possibilities.
Believing the deceitful Shredder's words, Brian severed all connections, even with those around him. He wanted to isolate himself.
Brian, are you sure about getting neutered?
I am. You've seen everything George Townsend's accomplished. This is a huge step for me, and if you can't support me, well, then maybe I should cut you out of my life, too.
As their argument intensified, they realized that no matter what, feelings are something that cannot change. The kitchen suddenly became a mess.
I moved everything. It's nothing is where it's been for the past 17 years. Nothing.
I'm gonna become a DJ.
I'm going to rededicate my life to Christ.
Your email address, so you'll be screwed for life.
I'm gonna get really into Halloween, like really into it.
I'm gonna wear a denim shirt with the Looney Tunes guys embroidered on it to church every Sunday.
Brian was tricked by Shredder into a hospital for a sterilization procedure. Fortunately, Stewie showed up just in time to rescue him.
Nervous, but strangely excited.
I haven't been totally honest with you. I was never neutered.
Why are you doing this? What did I do to you that was so bad?
Then the minute Peter Griffin came along, you just got in his car and left me.
All that?
Liar! I've wanted to do it yourself is so much more satisfying.
But I'm not choosing to do it myself. I love my balls. They smell awful.
Stay back!
Stewie, you saved me.
Oh, well, almost.
What is it? Oh my God, they got one!
There is no greater motivation than the destruction of an enemy.
I'm a bad friend, I admit it. But did you ever think that you should be thanking me?
Thanking you? For what?
For everything you have.
You know what, Brian? It is enough. Oh no, I ate it already.
Dogs are gross.
Thank you, Stewie. You really saved me.
My pleasure, Brian.
Well, the good news is we can give you a prosthetic. The bad news is it's one of the bells from a jester's hat.
After everything, the Griffin family sat together again, staying away from fame and glamour. Lois had returned to her familiar long hair. Brian also found simple happiness right in his own home.
So, anyone want to ask me about my week? Kind of a big week for the Megster. Big envelope in the mail. Yep. Early admittance. Day 1, August 26th, clean slate.
Closing credits.
Congratulations on Bowden, Meg.
Closing credits!
Oh, we're done?
There's no brain activity, so we're gonna harvest his bells.
We understand.
Why did the king have to hit him so hard?
I know that men always want to find ways to sneak away from their wives to have fun. I advise you not to foolishly follow the methods shown in movies, especially from that silly character Peter.
A root! Look out!
Oh my God!
Oh no! We're stuck down here! Hey, look, it's the dumb beaver.
Welcome to my running out of air.
The familiar scene at the bar. While everyone had their credit cards, Peter did not. As a result, the other guys had to pay for his drinks.
We now return to A Quiet Place, starring a Jewish family.
I'm finally all caught up on New Girl, if you guys want to talk about that.
I don't think they're going for it.
Wait.
I kind of like that Schmidt.
You kinda like that Schmidt.
All right, fellas, I gotta get going.
Oh, come on, I want to get one more beer. Again!
Sorry, Peter, I gotta work early in the morning.
Yeah, I'm out too.
Crap, I don't have any cash. Hey, can one of you guys spot me?
Just put it on your card.
I can't. Lois will see the charge.
Wapish!
Like that? Like a whip sound?
Yeah, how did I do it?
Very incorrectly.
You don't have your own car?
Nah, Lois would kill me.
Indiana James.
Cleveland kept teasing Peter, which made him determined to get a card so he wouldn't fall behind his friends.
456 Maple Drive. The suite is just a mailbox.
Like what?
But really, it's for the credit card bills.
I got some of my stuff here too. Bills.
What are the checks for?
Mostly Seinfeld.
You were on Seinfeld?
Yeah, that's right.
Peter, I'm telling you, get yourself a secret credit card.
Thanks, Cleveland. Oh, this is going to make my life so much better.
This time was different. Peter stepped up and boasted about his new credit card. From now on, he could spend on whatever he wanted.
Hey, look who it is.
Own credit card.
All right, good for you, Peter.
You gonna pay us back?
Come on, Joe, I don't interrupt you. The phase, look how quirky and busy I am.
Wow, really?
Yeah. Taxi!
Where to?
Any pet shop that sells snakes. Gotta go. Any calls?
She said she's waiting at the hotel for you.
Tell her I'll be there as soon as I can.
She said she's pregnant.
Hi, can I help you?
Can I press the button that moves to close?
For dry cleaners only.
Visa, it's everywhere.
Shortly after, he purchased an oversized Star Trek costume. Meanwhile, Lois was extremely irritable because she couldn't find her card, which got her kicked out of the nail salon. It turned out he had stolen his wife's card.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like one of those flashlights with a vagina in it, please. I'm surprised this thing still works after the day we had.
We get it.
Ew.
5 minutes ago.
Peter, are you wearing a costume from Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country?
Chicos, Lois.
Patlos, noch dach, oh hach cha.
Nok dak, tingengan, gosh, so.
Behom, eve nails, cuckoo.
Machkat latmu.
Peter, give me the credit card.
How'd you find out? The UPS guy from earlier?
Sorry, Peter. New rule.
He even treated the family to a gigantic lobster. But before he could cook it, the lobster cooked him instead.
Chris, I got us lobsters for dinner.
Cool. Can I kill him?
Let me think. Of course you can kill him, sport.
Yay!
Let's boil up some water.
Package for Peter Griffin?
Huh, I didn't order anything. I have a credit card.
All right.
Stop! You're hurting him!
No, that's just air escaping. They can't feel anything.
Peter's face fell because he was in the doghouse with his wife. It was even worse when he was banned from going out while Lois constantly shared photos of her eating and having fun.
Lois still mad at you?
Yeah, but she's acting like everything's fine on Facebook so she can post pictures of food. I mean, I've done some stupid stuff, but she's never grounded me before.
Well, you could just leave the house if you want.
Brian, husbands are not adults. Worst part about it, I'm gonna miss my Sunday shift. We heard someone has a birthday.
Tea! Birthday of deceased Hawaiian pop singer Israel Kamakawiwo'ole.
Well, that's why we call it Clappies. Let's go. H!
Unable to accept being cooped up in the house for long days, Peter needed to find an escape. So he devised a plan and dug himself a secret passage.
Hello?
Peter just broke down on Spooner Street. Tom Brady!
What?
Yeah, he's throwing passes to anyone who's able to leave his house.
She's giving out tag here watches.
Lois?
Tom Brady's taking us all to see an Anne Hathaway movie.
Oh, no, I'm grounded. Hey, it's my old wedding tux medicated pads. Boy, my butt sure was like a match that needed to be extinguished that day. I gotta escape. But how? Wait a minute, you saw Shawshank Redemption, Peter. How did Brooks get out of there? Ah! Hey, Possum.
It's actually Opossum.
Persistently working day and night, he dug a tunnel underground starting from his shed. The space inside was quite spacious. He even installed lights throughout the tunnel.
Time to way too easily make a torch. Look, our internet connection.
Mom! Never mind.
I'm not on the internet.
Brian accidentally discovered Peter's secret. Despite the dog's efforts to stop him, Peter kept digging like a determined little mouse.
Anyway, it was a beautiful ceremony.
Ah! Uncle Reggie! The pond! Relax, guys. It's just me.
You dug a hole all the way from your house.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, but what if Lois notices you're gone?
Trust me, I got it covered.
Well, it's what I made.
So, you guys want to see the tunnel?
Peter Griffin, you've been a busy boy.
What was that?
It's a cool way to say something.
It wasn't that cool.
All right, it's pretty neat, Peter, but we should probably get out of here.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, look at it.
I named him Sally.
Slippy-ass little bug right there.
Okay, this is pretty cool.
Come on, I'll show you the rest.
Joe, Glenn, and Cleveland were horrified when Peter popped up from the ground. He eagerly showed his friends around his creation.
Oh my God!
Oh no! We're stuck down here! Hey, look, it's the dumb beaver.
Welcome to my running out of air.
Peter, this is just great.
Relax, Quagmire. Nobody's gonna die.
What do you think happens when we run out of air, genius?
Air, right.
Peter, can't you dig us out of here?
No, I left my tools at the clam.
I just give out stickers.
I guess the only chance we have is if Brian sells me out to Lois.
You can go over that wall and make yourself a dirt gina.
This wall here?
No, silly. That wall's a guy.
However, a serious incident occurred. The tunnel suddenly collapsed, burying them under rubble. Now, they couldn't find a way out.
Oh my God!
Oh no! We're stuck down here! Hey, look, it's the dumb beaver.
Welcome to my running out of air.
Peter, this is just great.
Relax, Quagmire. Nobody's gonna die.
What do you think happens when we run out of air, genius?
Air, right. You know, I'd only taken the other three elements into account.
Earth, wind, fire, water.
Peter, can't you dig us out of here?
No, I left my tools at the clam.
What's standard protocol for when the cops start looking for us?
I just give out stickers.
I guess the only chance we have is if Brian sells me out to Lois.
What I wouldn't give to be with a woman just one more time.
You can go over that wall and make yourself a dirt gina.
This wall here?
No, silly. That wall's a guy.
On the other side, Stewie and Brian were engrossed in a nature show, unaware of Peter's absence. After not seeing Peter for several hours, Lois grew increasingly worried that her husband was in trouble.
We now return to planet Earth, the Earth's ocean, and a lot of fish, yeah. Some penguins over there.
Brian, have you seen Peter?
No. Why?
I'm worried he left the house and got into some kind of trouble.
He'll turn up. I'm sure he's fine.
Phew! Something on your mind there, bud?
I'm not a bad boy.
Nobody said you were.
I'm a good boy.
How'd you like to be a very good boy?
Oh, damn it. But I promised Peter.
What is it? What is it, boy?
We've got to tell someone.
What is it, Stewie?
Robin Tunney from The Mentalist slept with the entire Cleveland Browns team?
Bad Moms 1 and 2 are available on most streaming platforms?
Don't do that, Mila. Not on this show.
The press quickly reported on the serious landslide. They were working hard to find the victims trapped underneath. Meanwhile, the four guys were panicking as they were running out of oxygen.
Good afternoon, I'm Tom Tucker, here with a story. One of the men is Quahog's own Peter Griffin. Here's what they had to say.
I'm about to take my laptop into the bathroom.
Anyone else having trouble breathing?
Could just be allergies.
You don't think it's because we're running out of air?
Friend?
Achoo!
Ah!
I'm gonna kill you, Peter!
All right, calm down. Let's not use the rest.
So if we're all gonna die anyway...
Okay, I'll go first. Lois,
Seems like a secret about Lois.
What? That's terrible!
Why would you do that?
I like Coldplay.
It was visual. I was at that show, too.
What? You were there?
No, I'm just kidding. I like Little Yachty, man.
Eventually, a signal transmitter located them. The four guys were quickly rescued and brought back to the surface, much to the happiness of their families.
I hope the rest of the tunnel isn't about to collapse.
Hello? This is the Quahog Emergency Rescue Team. They want me to say it.
We're saved!
Probably saved.
We're not gonna talk about kissing practice.
Yay, the cop.
Stop! I'm stuck! Oh, that's not Rebecca, that's Gretchen. That's fine.
Instead of being overjoyed, Lois rushed over and knocked him to the ground. She continually berated him for deceiving her, but after all, they always looked out for each other.
Peter?
Oh, Lois!
What the hell were you thinking? And then you lied to me about the tunnel.
Look, I'm sorry I lied to you.
You're my husband. I just don't want you to lie to me.
I lie to you because you treat me like a kid.
Act like a man and I'll stop treating you like a kid.
I'm sorry, Lois. That's just the tunnel talking.
So, Chris, you happy to have your dad back?
You just never know when you're gonna run out of...
Go on and head home with your family.
Thanks, Tom.
That's a very horny kid right there.
Oh, it's so beautiful here.
Nothing but the best for my beautiful bride on her honeymoon.
I'm sorry, sir. The chef said he can't make a chocolate chip gumball pizza.
I'll just need another minute then.
I'm on it. I love you so much.